Hey, thanks for dropping by to the Planners on Purpose podcast, created by Naomi Tucker, CMP. Now, this space is for the event planners to encourage and empower you so that you can fully live your life on purpose. So before we dig in, please take a moment to subscribe so you get future shows. Now, here she comes, your host, Naomi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Planners on Purpose podcast. It's so good for you to join me wherever you're listening and from wherever you're listening from. For those that don't know me, my name is Naomi Tucker, and I'm a productivity, burnout, and leadership coach. I intentionally work with ambitious leaders in the event planning space to build effective time-saving and leadership strategies so that they can manage their many commitments and love the lives they live. I empower them to be a planner on purpose. To live on purpose means to intentionally develop self-mastery, to be confident in the vision and goals you have set for your life, and to be a force in moving forward to keep them. That's a planner on purpose. This podcast is all about highlighting those intentional steps that we take in our lives, stories of other event professionals, and it will give some strategies to help you on your self-discovery journey. A little bit of everything. So I'm happy you're here for a new season of the Planners on Purpose podcast. And I'm pretty excited to come to you today because it's a new year. There's freshness in the air, and I definitely want to talk all about that. So again, it's a new year. There's something new in the air, right? We've gone through a very challenging previous year, and we're now in this new year. And there's renewed perspective that we can take because of this period of time that we're in, where many of us are on the same page, where they're celebrating this collective new year. There's energy right around that. And there may still be some things that you have to deal with from 2021, like current situations that are happening on the global landscape. But there are some things that you can definitely have a renewed perspective with. You can have that clean slate in moving forward and really setting some fresh goals and fresh objectives and visions for yourself. And I really encourage for you to do that. Now, recently I wrote an article in CMP Today, and that is a publication that's sent out by the Events Industry Council. And I do volunteer for one of their committees, and I enjoy doing that, and wrote an article about intentional planning for 2022. And I wanted to share some of those points with you so that you can take those and really have them help you as you're moving forward and planning your year. Now, intentional planning, when I was starting this article and when I was really thinking about it, I felt like, what should people know? What are some of the fundamental points that I would want someone to take away from this and with regards to intentional planning? And it came down to several different areas, 4 to be exact. The first one is I want everyone to be realistic about their time. Be mindful of your space. The third one is be intentional about your results. And the fourth one is be purposeful about your self-care. Now, I wanted to go through each of those because I feel like within each of them, there are some really great takeaways that you can take and really apply it to your life and help you on this journey in event planning or this journey of personal discovery. I want you to take some really tangible things away from this so that you can apply it to your life and really help you as you're planning ahead for this year. So number 1, being realistic about your time. Now, this is really coming from an event professional standpoint, and we take on a lot. And sometimes we take on way more than we can handle. Now, most of us aren't going to freely admit this because we're superheroes, right? We will handle it. We will take care of it. We love to help. We love to serve. So we're going to say yes, yes, yes. But I'm just asking you that this year, really be mindful of the choices that you're going to have to make when it comes to the project and the time that it's required of you or your business. Address those things right away. If you know that you don't have bandwidth to take on a project, address it right away. Get the help that you need right away. Let's try to not wait until things are too far gone before we get the help that we need. Additionally, for a business, I know times are tough. We need all the business that we can take, but you don't want to take on too much that you're burning out the employees that you have, you're burning out the people, and you're not able to sustain that great service that your organization has committed to for their clients. So making sure that we're realistic of our time can be very helpful for meeting and event professionals, and it helps us to have those intentional and those transparent conversations about the time we have in the industry, and it will help us cause less burnout and less stress when it comes to planning events. So let's definitely be realistic of our time. Number 2, be mindful of your space. Now, where you work and how you work are going to be just as important as who you're working with. We need to really assess all these things and see if we can bring some solutions in place where we see that we have challenges. Perhaps you work in a very cluttered workspace and that clutter is really not helping you. I know there's a quote out there that's the clutter that you have in your life is only just postponed decisions. So think about that. Think about all the Post-it notes. Think about all of the notebooks and all of the things that are scattered and not in a structured order that are in your desk and in your office. Perhaps those are some postponed decisions. Maybe we need to relook at those things and we need to put them in their proper space so that we are able to move forward with clarity in our work. Now, I also think that having a distraction audit about your day is something that is very important to do. I know that I have to do that when I'm in my work as well. Sometimes there are instant messages that pop up all the time. There's this instant message culture where people feel like it's the next best thing to email, and they're IMing you all of the time. One of my clients, she was shaking her head. She was saying, "Oh my gosh, Naomi, the constant IMs that I get every day, it's just overwhelming." And that's true. We have to be mindful of the methods that we communicate, what we're trying to communicate. Understand that there are certain type of content to go in an email, and there's a reason why we need a really quick answer and need to use IMs, and that there's a time and a place where we just need to pick up the phone and have that conversation. Really be mindful of those spaces, even those digital spaces, when it comes to your year this year. Be more intentional about them. I am a fan of going on Do Not Disturb periodically throughout my day. I don't abuse it, but at least putting it on Do Not Disturb for an hour while you get some focused, concentrated work done is not a problem, and it's very helpful for you. So making sure that you're taking these steps in order to take back your time, structure your day, manage the flow of communication in and out, and be also mindful of those that you work with so that you're helping them to understand the new way of how you need to be communicated with in an effort to be efficient. Number 3, be intentional about your results. Now, as an event professional, the plans that you make should be result driven. Every goal, every objective that you have, it needs to align together so that your event is going to produce the results that you need. The same thing goes in your life. So yes, we want to be intentional about our results in our business for our events, but you also want to be intentional about those results in your life. So if you definitely have a goal of losing 50 pounds, then all of those goals need to align. The things that you do during your day need to align to you losing 50 pounds or becoming healthier, so that when you get towards the end of the year, you have been on track with your goals the whole time. I just encourage you that you're highly intentional about your results and that you make decisions with ease because everything is aligned. Number 4, be purposeful about your self-care. Now, I know coming out of the big lockdown of 2020, everyone was super careful about their self-care, which is wonderful. Well, that needs to continue. Business is starting to ramp back up, and you're going to be finding yourself back on the road, back in the air again, and there's going to be other worries, but there's still a push to keep on moving. The economy needs to keep on moving. So be very careful here, because the new year is going to usher in so many more opportunities. And these opportunities are going to head your way, and you have to make sure that you're keeping your self-care at top of mind. So what does that mean? Take breaks, get rest, enjoying what puts a smile on your face, taking frequent, quick breaks if you need to, but really putting your self-care first and not losing sight of that, so that it helps you to be less stressed because you're taking care of yourself. So I am super hopeful that these 4 areas helped you, which is being realistic of your time, being mindful of your space, being intentional about your results, and being purposeful about your self-care. As we head into the new year, reflect on the challenges and successes that you've had, and really consider the challenges and see how they arose, and look at your successes and see what made them so great. Create your plan, not only for your events, but also for your personal and professional development. Write down the successes that you want to see next, and anticipate challenges you might have, and write down some solutions in advance. Be super intentional so that you can make this year the best one yet. I also wanted to encourage you to do a vision board. I really enjoy doing vision boards in addition to my tangible plan every single year. It's a way for me to visually represent the things that are on my heart, the things that I want to accomplish personally and professionally and in my business. So I have a free vision board email challenge that I invite all of you to. You can go to the link that is in the description. You can also head to my website, which is plannersonpurpose.com, and then you'll be able to see the vision board challenge there. I invite you in. It's a simple email challenge. It takes 5 days, but it walks you through the steps in completing your own personal vision board. And with that said, at the end, you'll be able to have something that tangibly reminds you of what you want your year to be. You can hang it up in your office or at your desk and really look at it and make it be a reminder of what is truly on your heart, what your vision is for your year, and it helps you to make the intentional steps in order to get there. So again, plannersonpurpose.com, I invite you to be a part of that challenge. And that is all I have for you today. I really enjoyed being here and being with you here at the top of the year, wishing you all the success in the new year. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Until then, be purposed.
Well, that wraps it up for this episode. If you enjoyed the conversation, hit the like button and tell us how much you enjoyed the show by leaving a message in the comments. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.